Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Fun Time Crafts 24/7. I was inspired to make this card by this really fun paper pad from the Stamps of Life, the Congratulations collection. I like the pastel colors, the pinks and purples that are in it. It's a really pretty paper, and so I thought I would share with you today how I made it. So let's get started here. The card base here on white cardstock is made with a piece that measures, it measures 9.5 by 6 inches, scored at 4 3/4 to make a landscape that is 4 3/4 by 6. Out of this paper collection, I'm going to use this kind of a medium purple, the flowered, and the two ginghams. This is going to be my base color, and I'm going to cut this at 4.5 by 5 3/4. Then I'm going to cut the second layer, the flowered layer. I'm going to cut that at 4 1/4 by 5.5. And then these two, I'm going to use the oval dies on, and then cut an additional white oval, smaller oval, with the oval dies that just came out. Hold on. These oval dies right here, I use, I believe there's 8 in this set. I didn't use the largest or the smallest. That's the third one. And then I believe I skipped one, and I used these two to make the largest and then the second largest. And I wanted more space so you could actually see more of the gingham pattern, and then to really enhance, to highlight the sentiment that's on the front of the card. So the two ginghams and then the powdered sugar with this one. And that's what we have for layering. And then the sentiment, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you, comes from this stamp set here. And then the flower embellishments are, and the little scalloped edge there, are from this sticker pack here. And then the bow is made from the new, it's like a leather twine, really thick leather twine that was fun to use. The edge detail, highlighting the edges there, I used this color pink here, which is the guava, and then the sentiment is stamped with grape, that one there. So let me cut my layers out and get back to you just a minute. I wanted to tell you a little trick that I do, so that way the top side of the paper and stuff and my die cuts stays clean, and it doesn't get all those funky little nasty pieces from the cutting pad, because I use my cutting pads till they are just torturously gone. And so in order to keep the top side of the paper nice and my top cutting plate in good condition to where it doesn't have a lot of the grungies in it, I put my paper down, and then I put my cutting die on it. at kind of an angle so you don't get the little, as Stephanie says, speed bumps. And then I just take a piece of clean cardstock and I lay that on the top. This is actually backing for an adhesive sheet, and I wasn't going to use it, so, and it's just essentially garbage. So what I do is I put the shiny side down. It seems like it doesn't collect all the sticky pieces. They just fall off because it's slick. And so I just put that right on top. And then I put my top plate on. And then I run it through. And when I do that, I don't get all the icky stuff on the top of my die cuts. It keeps them looking nice and clean. So let me finish this up and I'll get back to you. Okay, so now that I have all my pieces cut, I'm gonna round the corners on the two square ones with this, We Are Memory Keepers, or no, this is Creative Memories, like from years ago, this corner rounder on these edges. And then I'm gonna use my blending brushes over here to do the ink on the edges like I did here. I reversed the colors of the ovals on the yellow and the pink because I thought it might actually stand out a little better if I did that, and so we'll give that a try. And then I can use up the other set of stickers I have has pink flowers, so I thought that might be kind of nice to put there instead as well, and then I can keep using that sticker pack. So let me ink these up and round the corners and I'll be back to you. I was gonna let you know too that another thing I like to do is this is just a cheap piece of copy paper, and I like to ink my edges up on that and test my do the first run through with the stamps on this cheap piece of paper. I used to ink up on the craft sheet, and you had to clean the mess up and everything afterwards and all that, and found that this was much quicker, and it's actually cheaper than using all the baby wipes to clean up. So I thought, well, cost-wise, that was more economical. So just another little thing that I've learned. Okay, so I got all my pieces inked up, and after I blended the ink on the edges there, I actually took the ink pad and ran it around the edge of each piece to give it a more defined look. So when they layer together, there's more contrast to the pieces. And so now I can put my card together. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue all these pieces and attach them to my card, and then get back to you. Oh, I was gonna say too, one other thing I learned while I was doing this, if you're doing multiple cards and you figure out a design like this one, I really like the corners rounded and everything, and so I did that on this second card. When you go to ink the edges up, if you round the corners first, you won't take the goodness off that you get when you're doing the distressing, the ink blending on the corners. It keeps them with that nice, distinct inking on there. And so then you won't have to go back and re-ink them. You'll keep that nice detail. So just one other little thing that I learned while I'm doing this, because I'm making these cards for a craft fair, so I do multiples, and so that's a nice little to make it go quicker. Okay, so I got that done, and I went ahead and I attached my bow. Since it's that leathery type of material, it takes a little while for the art glitter glue to dry on there. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and put my sticker embellishments on, and we'll get these arranged and show you the end result. Okay, so there we have it, the second card, and I think it came out just as cute. And I ended up using a darker purple on this one, and then reversing the plaid, which I think they both look really good. So now that, since these are for a craft fair, I'm going to go ahead and package them up with these envelopes. And these envelopes are the self-sealing envelopes from Walmart. They come like, I think 40 or 50 to a box. They're just a couple of dollars. They're the 4 3/4 by 6 1/2, and they fit pretty nice in the envelope. So, and then I go ahead and I put them in a clear bag. These clear bags are the 5 1/8 by 6 1/4 with the self sealing on them, the little tape strip. And so there you have it. There's my cards, and 2 more for the craft fair. Hopefully we have them this year. I received the hang on, let me grab it out of the closet. Okay, here it is. I just received the mobile dies that Stephanie just released from the Stamps of Life. And my niece is having a little boy in October, and I wanted to make her a mobile. So hopefully here this next week, after I get the camera stand and all that and get set up, hope to make this go easier so you can actually watch the process rather than a start, stop kind of a deal. I hope to anyways put one of these together, or maybe even a couple of them, and do one for the craft fair. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys have a great weekend and enjoy the sunshine. All right, we'll catch you later.